Welcome to Connected Leadership. I'm your host, Kimberly Dinville, the founder of Comet Leadership Development. My passion is helping others to develop their own leadership style and skills. Whether it's through one-on-one mentoring, writing, or speaking to groups of people, I love to discuss topics related to leadership and people management. We believe that anyone can be a leader, whether you're a people manager or not. We want to help you build the skills that help you connect and motivate people so they can reach their full potential. Thank you for joining us today, and let's dive in. Today we are going to talk about why you need diversity inside your organization. In this episode, we're not going to talk so much about classic diversity, race, creed, sex, age, as we are going to talk about the dissenting voice, the difference of opinion. Diversity is something that every organization should aim to embrace. Not only diversity from those traditional areas that we look for, gender, race, ethnicity, nationality, creed, orientation, so on and so forth. These are important, but we also need to have diversity in our thoughts and perspectives. There is value in having, or in being, the dissenting voice. The person who has a slightly different outlook, a new or different idea, a perspective that does not follow along with groupthink. This is not to say that you shouldn't have people who embrace the organizational views, values, and missions. You absolutely should. These things are important as well to help drive and enforce the culture of your business. But if everyone is always in agreement, and no one is willing or able to provide a different viewpoint, then you miss opportunities for improvement. Those voices of dissent create opportunities for lateral thought processes. They open discussion around weak points in a plan, and they present alternative ideas that may end up being the jolt of creativity you need within the workplace. There is a general disposition to be with people who are one of us, or are complementary to your values. People with similar background talk about shared experiences. The happy and outgoing person is likely to spend more time with someone who is equally optimistic and less time with a pessimist. When we interview people, we not only listen for the skills the applicant possesses, but we are also listening for the personality traits that align with our organizations. This is a good thing for the team cohesion and the culture, but we must always be aware of the danger of falling into groupthink. So as a leader, how do we counter this? How do we encourage diversity of thought and perspective? Well, first in line is looking for those opportunities where diversity is lacking. Be aware of when your team, or their own teams, may be a bit too alike in thought processes and approach. Check around for internal diversity opportunities. There may be chances for you to bring in other members of your organization into the discussion in order to provide the other point of view. Sometimes this is challenging. You may find that you do not lack dissenting opinions, but those voices are not being heard at the table. If there's a quiet person who is only bringing up dissenting opinion to you in person or outside that team discussion, try to work with them on how to raise their voice. If it's a matter of fear that their ideas are being dismissed, make sure that you are helping to create an environment where all ideas are given weight. If it is an issue with confidence, shyness, or other unwillingness to speak up in general, you should try to find a mentor or evaluate other methods for that voice to be heard. Maybe it's an open feedback session in a more one-on-one scenario. Maybe it's voicing opinions among peers instead of with management in the room. Or it could even be an anonymous feedback submissions mechanism. If there is not an internal person who has a dissenting voice, take a look outside your organization. Or it may be time to take a different look at what you are hiring for when you are seeking new candidates. Do you need someone who is technically adept, that highly skilled employee, or someone who helps push the culture, which is a higher personality alignment? Do you need someone who will drive on execution or on strategy? Maybe you need someone more logical to offset a team of creative minds. Or you need that creative sideways thinker to help a team of very analytical people see the sea of possibilities. If bringing in a new external candidate is not feasible, and you're still having trouble finding an internal person who has a different point of view, then you as the leader may need to step in to be that voice of dissent. I have been known to poke at weak points in a business proposal with my team, even if I agree with their proposed actions. If in a room where everyone is agreeing a bit too easily with a business plan, ask about the areas where things can go wrong. Ask for alternatives. You can still be free to agree with the plan, but beware of those things where everything seems to be a bit too easy and nobody has any misgivings. When someone, even you, takes the time to ask questions and look for the alternatives, this causes everyone to consider areas where arguments need to be firmed up, risk needs to be assessed, or potential alternatives need to be reviewed. All of this aligns with an overall desire for diversity. People are shaped by their experiences. Bringing a group of people together who come from various backgrounds helps you to bring different voices into the picture. You are ensuring that you can hear varying perspectives on the business challenges at hand. And from that, and from having our teams know that their thoughts matter, even when they don't agree, we end up with healthier teams overall. That's all for this episode. Thank you for joining in and listening. Don't forget to subscribe so you can be alerted when the next episode comes out. If you want to get more detail on today's topic, or you want to check out our other material, please visit us at cometleadership.com. You'll find a series of articles, templates, and training material. You can also email me directly at kimberly@cometleadership.com. Thanks for listening and have a fantastic day.